Training is one of the most popular use cases for XR, and one of the biggest burning questions out there revolves around how to create effective training for this emerging platform. In this video, I'll be diving a little deeper into the UX best practices for training in XR, so let's go ahead and get started. As I've mentioned in my best practices article, the ultimate goal of training in XR is to train people on the content being taught, not on how to interact with the virtual environment or technology. That means we need to ensure that the interactions, interfaces, and flow of instruction are designed in such a way that they don't interfere with or distract from learning the content being taught. So how do we do that? The first and most important thing you need to remember is that if you're involved in the project or on the project team, you're not the target audience. If you're on the project team, you're more heavily experienced in XR than the majority of your target audience most of the time, unless you're specifically targeting a product towards XR power users or XR creators. The people in your target groups are by majority going to be new to XR experiences. Interaction elements that we take for granted are going to be a high impact for most target audiences, so unlike us, they will be dealing with a high level of information overload. As such, we need to ensure that the user experience is designed in such a way that they have control over the progression of the story and the content, since they need the extra time to digest everything they're seeing and experiencing. If you would like to continue getting free content like this, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you have a moment, comment in the videos. That will really help me know what's important to you as I create more content. Here's a quick rundown of things we need to remember when creating training experiences in XR. Know your training objectives. Don't forget the goal of the training. Before you even start designing, you need to know what the goal of the experience is going to be, whether that's to bring awareness, teach someone a new skill, or assess competency. These all require different approaches, so knowing up front will save you a lot of expensive rework later. Guidance and instruction is the whole point. Include clear guidance and instruction throughout the experience, and give them control over the speed and progression. Give them clear goals to focus on and complete, and restrict their choices to explore, to reduce distraction and maintain focus. Provide them with feedback on whether or not they've successfully completed the objectives. Consistency is key. Ensure that behavioral patterns on interface, interactions, and general task flow are consistent throughout the experience. Inconsistencies can cause confusion and distract from learning. If there's a change in a behavioral pattern, make it clear and make sure it's for a good reason. Don't cut corners on the interface. UX industry standard best practice is to always accompany a symbol with a label to ensure that it's conveying the right message. Symbols without labels are good for puzzle games or for exploring new virtual worlds. However, this is not an effective form of communicating for training or productivity solutions. When dealing with in-world 2D UI elements, standard UX best practices, interaction patterns, and design principles still apply. Interactions need to be polished. Due to the current technological limitations of interactions, it can be difficult to pick up or manipulate small objects or perform tasks with precision. Provide larger target areas for interactions and provide plenty of space between objects or elements to reduce accidental interactions. Plan ahead for the information architecture. The information structure is vital to helping people find the content they need when they need it. When establishing the initial information architecture, design to scale up over time where possible, while still ensuring the structure is simple and clear at all stages. Anytime a new element or enhancement, even minor, is added, revisit the information architecture and the overall structure to ensure it still makes sense in light of the addition. Real-world behaviors carry over. Avoid creating training or testing situations that would require the user to perform an action that would endanger them or would be counterintuitive to the training if performed in real life. I'd like to say thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. It really does mean a lot and makes a big difference. Creating this content takes a lot of time, money, and effort, so your support helps me to continue creating educational content like this. Becoming a patron also gives you access to our private Discord server, gives you early access to these videos, and gives you access to exclusive content not available anywhere else. If you'd like to become a patron, check out the link tree in the show notes.